We are live.
Woo! Live! Woo!
Really?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so first things first. I have to warn y'all of any technical difficulties that may occur during this broadcast. We've tried working them out, and it just ain't gonna happen.
So you guys are screwed unless you have a very good attention span.
Pretty much. Okay. Um, During this episode, we're gonna preview some of the highlights of gaming that has happened so far in 2015. Um, Oh, by the way, yes, we are back. But some of the top games that have happened in 2015. Um, we have a full list done. Hey, stop doing the playing the video again.
The what?
I can hear you. Er, okay, technical difficulties.
Yeah, major technical difficulties.
Okay, technical difficulties.
I can hear the video. I can hear the video playing on your
Yeah,
side.
yeah, technical difficulties. Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay, like I said, that's gonna happen all throughout this show.
I
But
mean, it's
okay,
live, so
we got a full list. We got a full list set up, and we might as well just get started. So,
yeah.
what's first on our list, Joey?
Okay, one of the main sort of, I guess, look sought after, whatever you want to call it, games of 2015 is Evolve. And it sucks.
Okay. For some reason, it's not changing cameras. Again, technical difficulties. But
They'll learn to
so
deal with it.
so I don't know what this game's about. So explain it to me.
Okay, so basically there's monsters and then there's hunters, and the hunters hunt the monsters, but the monster is trying to kill the hunters. It's like Left 4 Dead, but with giant 10-foot, not even 10-foot, like 20-foot tall monsters that eat little dinosaur babies and grow big and then step on you like you're a twig. And it's crap. I've played it. It's literal crap. I mean, some people like it, but I don't.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's crap.
Um, so I've looked up. I'm looking up the game right now on IGN to see what they rate it. So entertain the audience. You there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Mhm.
Okay. Camera's on you, by the way.
Oh yeah, sweet. I got a live show. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Start throwing me some pills.
Okay, too far. Okay, so IGN has rated it amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a message for IGN. Is the camera on me?
yes. Okay, stop. We are gaming news for all ages.
That's all ages. People watch PewDiePie.
Good point. But just keep it low.
PG-13.
Yeah, at least. Okay. So it's rated a 9.0 on IGN.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, if you played it, you would not think that. I'm just saying, unless you like
And
Left 4 Dead.
on Amazon it is $30.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so let's go on to this next game, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, I have not played it, but I've seen multiple people play it, and I honestly think it's going to be an amazing game, and I think it's going to go really far for the Mortal Kombat franchise, and that is Mortal Kombat X. Now, I honestly, it's just phenomenal. The graphics in it are some of the best that I've ever seen in really any game. So, what's your input on it?
Um, I mean, I don't really know what to make of it yet. I mean, it looks amazing from what I've seen of it. I haven't gotten the chance to play it. I've seen a lot of stuff on it on YouTube, gaming networks, Reddit, and I'm gonna get it eventually. I just want to wait for the price to go down because, as good as it looks, I'm not the kind of guy who likes spending $60 on a game unless I'm really invested. I'm into Mortal Kombat, and I it looks amazing. And if you love Mortal Kombat, as far as I know, it is so far the best installment in the series. So you guys should go check it out.
Okay, so I'm trying to find it on IGN. There's so many Mortal Kombat games. Okay, so what would you rate it?
From what I've seen, I'd give it a 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay, well, I'd probably give it a 10, honestly, because it's phenomenal. Um, so there it is, found it. Okay, so it is on IGN. It has been rated an 8.4.
Good job, IGN.
Yet the game that you said sucked was rated a 9.0.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. If you played Evolve, you would get bored within 5 minutes.
Oh, I probably would.
Yeah, just
It
saying.
sounds it sounds boring. On Amazon it is $60. By the way, if anybody's watching from other countries, that's like I don't even know,
Uh,
American dollars.
Well, okay, let me do the math because I know a lot of European people. That would be like 70 euros. I don't know what it would be in pounds.
I could do it. I don't remember the exact conversion. Okay, let me see.
Like they can't tell by our accents we're from the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it is, in pounds it is 37 pounds. It is it is 52 euros.
I was close. I was only 20 euros off.
Okay, so let's move on. Now I have no clue what this game is, honestly. So Joey, take it away.
Okay, the next game on the list is The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. Now, I know nothing about the story of this game, but I've played Witcher 2 a little bit enough to know that it is a fun RPG, medieval kind of thing, and it's fun. It's not. It's kind of like Skyrim, I guess, to a certain extent. I'd say it's more like Dragon Age or even Dark Souls, maybe, but it's fun. From what I've heard, I don't know what kind of review it's gotten. I know it's gotten amazing graphical reviews. I don't know as far as gameplay, but I know the gameplay in The Witcher 2 was amazing. So I don't really know anything about the story of it. So I'd say just rent it before you buy it. That's what I'm doing. Maybe this week, I don't know. But I mean, I wouldn't buy it right off the bat unless you're really invested in the Witcher series, which me and Jason obviously are not.
Okay, so I have looked it up, and it better be a good game because it is $78 on Amazon. Um, and when it goes down to the featured sections, on the top is sex and romance.
Yeah, it's true, dude. Okay, there's a lot of sex and nudity and romance all in the Witcher series. I mean, you can like bang any girl you want in The Witcher 2, I'm pretty sure. Just
Well
putting that
then.
out there. Just putting that out there.
Okay, so on IGN it is rated a 9.3.
That's not bad.
And for anyone watching from other countries, Let me do the math real quick.
We should just go into the video later, after it actually is posted on YouTube, and just put all the listings in the description. That'll take like hours, but still.
I could do it if you want
Yeah,
me to.
I mean, let's
Put the whole
discuss that
list
after.
in. Okay.
We're getting off
Okay.
topic.
Well, I won't say what it's worth in other things then. Okay. So, this next game is Star Wars Battlefront. Alrighty then. I suppose you are going to be.
I have it freaking
Um,
pre-ordered, man.
well then, take it away.
Okay, so Star Wars Battlefront, not much to explain. It's basically Battlefield with Star Wars, and it's fun. I played the original one and the second one back when Pandemic made it, and it was the best game I ever played. It's what made me want to do online gaming, and if you play it, you will be addicted to it. Granted, the new one takes out all the good stuff from the old games, so it's basically like a clean slate of Star Wars Battlefront, but it looks amazing. I watched the E3 gameplay and the early development gameplay, and it looks amazing. I have it pre-ordered. If you guys like Star Wars, and I'm pretty sure anyone who wants this game or has been waiting for this game has already either pre-ordered it or is saving up for it, because it is worth every friggin' penny of that $59.99 on day one.
Okay, so we have a problem. It is not on IGN.
Well, they can't. I don't think they can do it because it's E3.
well, there's like gameplay on it, but there's no actual prices over it.
Nah, because it's still in the pre-order stage. That's right.
Yeah, there's no prices, no reviews or anything. But I don't know.
I can give you guys a good idea of how much it's gonna be. It's made by Dice and EA. They're the same company that makes Battlefield. So whatever the Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline pricings were, that's most likely what the Battlefront pricings are going to be.
Okay. Um, is does the new owners of Star Wars, did they have any input into it?
Disney?
Yeah.
As far as I know, they issued it to be made. I don't know how much they own of the game as far as game title ownership, but I know they own the overall basis of the, I guess you could say, contract for it. They don't really have an input of the game as far as I know. More or less, they paid to have it made.
Okay. Well. So we're gonna do this next game, which yet again a Halo. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but Halo for one is kind of starting to get repetitive. For
Yeah,
one.
it's true.
Two, why in the hell is it rated M? Okay, if you've ever played Halo, you know that the worst thing in it is cussing.
Yeah.
And what else has cussing? Rated T games. Okay, I honestly don't know how it got rated M, because it has pretty much everything a game that's rated T has. So I don't know, but it's Halo 5 Guardians. Um, I gotta look it up actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I know a little bit about it, but I don't know a lot.
well, take it away then.
I know that it's rumored. I don't really know for sure. But from what I've heard, there's two playable characters. There's Master Chief, of course, and a new character named Agent Locke. Um, I know that the story is really screwed up, and I don't really know what's to come of the game. But I got to agree with you on what you said before about the M rating. It's ridiculous. As far as I know, the original Combat Evolved, when it was still on the PC before it went to the original Xbox, I'm pretty sure it was rated T for teen, and once it was put on the console, it was rated M. And the whole thing about it being repetitive as well is they're running out of material. It was a game I wanted for to be done just to see what happened to Master Chief afterwards. But making the fifth one and all these mini Android and iOS games, I love the game series. I'm a huge fan, but you got to know when to end it. And I don't know if this is going to be the ending point or if Halo 4 should have been.
Well, I do know that Halo 4 did have pretty good graphics.
It did, especially for last gen. It was very nice.
Yeah, and I also know that some of those parts scare the shit out of me.
That's true. One of the missions when you're in the jungle and you just spawn in the jungle and it's all dark and gloomy. Oh my gosh, it's just like you get that creepy feeling in you, and you're just like,
Yeah. Um, but it's not yet released full version, but it's still in beta.
yeah,
So the full version is going to be released on October 27th of this year, and it's only going to be released for next gen, which is pretty much everything nowadays.
yeah,
Which means I gotta get me a next gen. Okay. Um, this next one I'm gonna let you handle since I handled the last one.
yeah. All right. So next one on the list is what a surprise. We were just talking about Halo. Halo Master Chief Edition for the next gen consoles. Um, it was broken. It was a broken friggin' game. The achievements didn't work. The gameplay was broken. You couldn't play online. And they said they fixed everything, quote unquote, fixed everything. But even after the patches and all the updates, it still doesn't work. Um, I mean, it's fun if you want to play just to play the old games, but it's not fun for online. And if you're looking for achievements, you're screwed over because it's broken. I get if you play all the original games, like on the 360 and on the original Xbox, then you know what? I don't really see a point in Halo Master Chief Edition. I really don't. I give it like I want to give it at least a 6 because it was Halo and I love Halo, but it was destroyed. They really didn't do a good job with it at all.
Well, on IGN, it has been rated a 9.0. Um, it came out last year apparently.
Yeah.
um, and it's just apparently just the complete story. So yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's fun to play offline, but don't expect achievements or any co-op or anything like that unless you're on the same console.
Okay. Next game I have no clue about.
I know a little bit about it just by the name, but
I've never played any of those series, never watched any gameplay over it, anything.
I played the one back on PlayStation 2. But you know what? Let's quit making this sound like a mystery and take it away, Jason. What game are we talking about here?
Well, we're talking about Metal Gear Solid 5. Um, I honestly have no clue what this game is.
Yeah, I've played one of them. That's it, and it was on PlayStation 2, and it was fun. It's stealth based and it's fun. But I haven't played it ever since then, and that was like back in like 2008. And man, I have no idea where to start. I don't because I have no idea what this game is really about anymore.
Okay, let me see if it's on IGN to see if I can tell y'all anything about it.
I feel so stupid, man.
I know, right?
Especially when it's like such a big game title, but we don't know anything.
Okay, so it is not on IGN.
Good job, IG.
So it may actually just still be in beta or something,
Well,
or still be in.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it listed on Amazon yet?
I ain't going to go and look. um, IGN tells me the price is on Amazon, so. Okay, next game, never even heard of.
I have. I played the third one. It was fun. Okay, next game on the list is Uncharted 4. And I don't really know enough about the story. I just played it at a friend's house, and I didn't even play the fourth one. I played the third one, but from what I played, it was fun. It's adventure based. Um, there's guns. I really don't know enough about it. I've like I said, I only played it for like 30 minutes, and I mean it was fun. I just don't know enough.
Well, finally, a game that's on IGN. Um, doesn't tell me much about it. uh, and apparently, it's not supposed to be released till next year.
Then why was it? No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna question. I'm not gonna question the internet.
Well, I mean, unless IGN's wrong.
IGN's sometimes, not always, but I doubt they're wrong. It was probably just a mistake on our source's webpage.
Possibly. Okay, next game, I've heard of it, and I've heard of the other ones, but take it away.
All right, so this game is not released yet. I can tell you that for a fact, but it is a leak, and the trailer has been released, and everyone's hyped about it. Fallout 4, and I know enough about Fallout because I've played every single one. To tell you a little bit about it. There's not much info on it. We know it takes place in Boston from the trailer. Um, I think the main villain is not the Enclave anymore. Jason, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I am so sorry.
No
Um,
clue.
okay, but the Enclave, anyone who knows Fallout, the Enclave, I do not know if they're the main enemy, or if the Brotherhood of Steel is, or if it's the Institute, which is MIT. Not really a lot of information about that yet. But from what the trailer says, it's going to be very fun. Now, the basis of Fallout is it's a post apocalyptic survival game. Takes place 200 years, about 200 years after the end of World War III. Um, and everything's nuclear and irradiated, and it is a time consuming game. It is made by Bethesda, same company that makes Skyrim and The Elder Scrolls, all those good games, Doom. Um, God, what's that other game? I'll think of it like by the time I'm done with this sentence. Wolfenstein, that's the one. Um, wow, that was okay. Anyway, um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, it's just the trailers out. It's definitely not coming out for a little bit, but it looks great. They use in-game graphics too, so none of that fake trailer crap. Um, and yeah, I want to pre-order it. I don't know if the pre-order is available. And if you guys love Fallout or want to give it a try, I recommend going for it. You know, it. And Jason, I recommend you going for it whenever you get next gen. You'll love it.
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, it says post-apocalyptic. I can't talk. Boston. So and it's got some. Looks like it's got some pretty good graphics. So yeah, I'll look into it. Okay, okay. I'm just saying. I know this game did not come out in 2015. Wait, did it?
No, no, no. This game came out in
No. It
2013.
did not come out in 2015.
No, 2013.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, well then. Apparently we going 2 years back in the future, but for some
Past.
reason, it or Pat. What I said back in the future.
Back to the Future. Copyright. Show cancel.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So, but for some reason it was on our source's website for games that come out in 2015. I don't know if maybe there's a DLC that came out this year,
There was.
or if it, I don't know, but
Oh, I can answer. I can answer all of this once we have announced the title.
well, let me say, drum roll, please.
Okay, more like slap roll, but it's
It's GTA 5. Okay, I have not played it on next gen, but basically all I really think is different on next gen than it is on normal is you got first person and there's the peyote plant and stuff like that. Um, but I don't know enough about the full series to tell you a lot about it. But I did finish the game, so what you got to say about it?
Okay, for the list of 2015 stuff, I know two things that are most likely the possibility of why it was on our sources list. The first one is there was a new, I don't want to say DLC, but update to the game that came out last weekend, and it added a whole bunch of new clothes, new tattoos, new cars, and new weapons. Um, I've experimented with it a lot, and it's pretty good. It also implements piercings, like ear piercings, into GTA Online, and before the update, it was not allowed in GTA Online for some reason. Um, and the second reason, and most likely, is because it was released for PC a few months ago.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's got a pretty good gameplay. Uh, the people kind of look messed up in it, honestly. Kind of look. It kind of has like the in between Borderland graphics and like a really good game graphics.
It's almost there, but not quite.
Yeah. Um, the thing I don't like about the GTA 5 is the fact that the cars are known by different names. Like I could understand the reason why they did it, I just don't like them doing it.
I can understand that. I mean, I understand the whole copyright thing. They don't want to go through lawsuits. You know, they have enough on their plate with all the parents that say their son killed their dad for playing the game.
Yeah.
But you know, I can understand it. But I mean, it gets annoying too because like I jump in, say a Pagasi, and I expect to call it a Ferrari, or I jump into well, I forgot even what the Mustangs in the game were called, but I expect to call. I always call them a Mustang.
Adders.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Adders.
yeah.
It's messed up the names and everything, but the game overall is a pretty good game.
It's a great game.
And I looked up the review, and apparently it's too old to have a review on IGN.
We're getting
but
old.
but if I remember, when I had like the actual books and stuff from them, it was a 8, I think, or 9,
I know it had a lot
something
of
like.
issues when it first came out.
Yeah. But if you like killing people, I mean, it's the game for you. And
Yeah, man.
driving, it was the only game I could ever find that had everything I like to do in it: shooting, driving, flying, and boating. So yeah.
Yeah.
Next game. I won't ever play because of the fact that it costs a crap ton of money. Like it's like $65 a month or
Oh no,
something.
no, no, no. It doesn't have a paid for anymore. Now it's free to play.
Eh,
Unless you get it on console, of course, and then you have to pay like $60 to buy the disc, but that's it.
yeah, but what is it, Joey?
The Elder Scrolls Online, which, where do I start with this? I played the beta. It wasn't bad, but I didn't like it. Um, they charged way too much to play it after the beta was done. There's so many bugs in it. You can't interact with a lot of things. Don't get me wrong; it's extremely diverse. You'll think you'll like it, and then you'll get it and you'll play it, and then you'll say, "Oh my God, this is almost as bad as Neverwinter Dungeons and Dragons," which I
Yeah.
don't think you've ever played.
Well, I get the idea of
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons. I have friends that have played it.
yeah.
So,
It, it's bad, and I mean, don't make me sway your opinion. If you like it, you like it. I don't
well,
want to kill you.
I mean, it's a game, and
Well, I hope it's a game.
well, it's the game that came out after one of my favorite games. So it's like, do I want to play it or do I don't want to play it?
I mean, give it a try if you want. Um, Personally, I didn't like it, but I'll never get it. That's a promise. I'll never fully buy it, even for the $59.99 on Xbox One. I'll never ever buy it. It's just not a game you buy.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. But if you are into the Elder Scrolls series and if you ever like you go into a store and buy the whole all of them, then you probably should end up playing it.
I mean, yeah, if you're into the Elder Scrolls, go for it because it has a whole bunch of lore and stuff in it. But I mean, if you're looking for a fun RPG game, you're gonna get a lot worse than what you expected. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah, if you need a fun RPG game, just buy the game that came out before it.
Skyrim. I
Yeah.
think everyone
um.
has that by now, though.
Well, not everybody, but still.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Hit me up with the next game.
This is again another leak. There's not really a lot of information on it, but Mass Effect 4.
Alrighty then. I honestly have no clue what any of the Mass Effect series is. I think I've watched maybe one person play it, and I only watched like one or two episodes. So it's not something that I'm extremely into, but I could see where they went with it.
Yeah, I mean, like I haven't played any of them. Um, Not a single one. I've watched tons of people play them. I know a little bit of the story, but really, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. If you ever watch that TV series, it's hard to follow unless you're invested, or either that or I have a really low attention span. I don't know which one it is. But as far as I know, it's going to be a good game because Mass Effect 3 apparently left a lot of stuff unanswered. I don't know if they're pulling a Valve here and are just trying to trick people with a fake leak, but you know, um,
Well, what exactly is the leak?
the leak is just the game title, and it is by the company that makes Mass Effect. What that company is, I don't know, but the source that I got it from, which I will put in the description, or I'll give to you to put in the description after, because I have no idea where it is. I have to look through my history. But they said it was a legitimate leak, just the game title, and it has the cover of the MA and then the 4 in the Mass Effect, sort of font. And that was all that was there. And it said that it was going to be released late 2015 or early 2016. And again, it's one of those. It's basically like Fallout was a few minutes ago. It's just leaked information. That is most likely true. Um, And frankly, if it wasn't true, I don't think it would have been on the source it was on. I think I went on. I don't want to say IGN, but I went on an official gaming website, so it is definitely official. I want to say, or safe to say, it's official. But that all that's released is the title, no story information, nothing. But I mean, look forward to another leak that will most likely answer all your questions that we can't because our sources suck.
Unless, of course, they come out sometime when we are about to do a video.
But you never know. Stranger things have happened.
So, just come and keep up with us. Okay, this next game I have seen and heard about. I've played, I think, 3 or 4 of his games. But this is weird because it's not Ghost Recon. Okay, so explain why it is not Ghost Recon.
Because it is Tom Clancy's The Division.
but, but, Tom Clancy only did Ghost Recon.
No, Tom Clancy's done a lot of stuff, not just Ghost Recon.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
Well, okay, take back what I just said.
Rewind.
Yeah, this is when I'd use that remote that would rewind real life.
Okay, let me press it. Rewind. I think I just destroyed North Korea. Oh well.
Okay, so I don't know much about the game. I've seen it on multiple websites, so tell me about it.
I know it's action, of course. It's a shooter, of course.
It's Tom Clancy.
Oh yeah, of course. Um, I've only played Ghost Recon, and I played it online on the computer, and it was the old Ghost Recon, like the original one. So I don't know a lot about Tom Clancy games, honestly. I haven't really played a lot, obviously. It looks nice. It looks good. It has all the techno, not really techno, but you know what I'm saying, like technological sort of
Yeah.
implemented stuff into the trailer. It looks futuristic to me, maybe futuristic urban. I don't know. Um, from what I've seen, it looks good. I may rent it, but I don't know if I'm willing to buy it just because I don't know enough about Tom Clancy games.
Well, I've played uh oh gosh. I've played 2 of them on the PS2. I don't remember what their names are. And then I played the newest one, the Future Soldier, the newest Ghost Recon. I know that. I mean, even the old games that I have, like I have a game from when it was rated T. Even the older games are pretty good graphics. Like it's probably some of the best graphics I've ever seen on a PS2. So it end up being a really good game.
It most likely will. I mean, The Division. I really don't know enough about Tom Clancy or anything. I know he was a novelist as well, and a lot of his
Yeah,
games are
yeah.
based off novels. I don't know if The Division was based on a novel of his or if it's just a completely new title that they just made. But as far as I know, it's a completely new edition of Tom Clancy series.
Yeah. Okay, so this next game, and I actually know why this game is on this list. It was released out of beta. It's now a full release. And that is Kerbal Space Program. Now, this game I want to play. um if you've never watched anybody play it, go after this video's over, go into that search bar and type in Scott Manley. And you will get hooked. I'm just saying. Shout out. But this dude,
MCM.
but this game is it's about little green people going to going to space, and you basically build rocket ships and crap or whatever you want to call it. Make whole satellites and crap. Go you go there's a lot of planets and a lot of Easter eggs in it and
Oh,
stuff.
dude.
So it would be a game that actually I'll probably end up playing it soon. So yeah.
I'm sorry, you made. Yeah. Warning, skip ahead like 3 seconds if you don't want to hear anything inappropriate. Or no, skip ahead like 6 seconds. But dude, you made that sound like a porn.
Alrighty then. um. Yeah. Okay, so this next one sounds too much like something else I know that was in Skyrim, but I have no clue what it is.
um, the game he's referring to here is the infamous Bloodborne, and
Infinite. If it's infamous, how come I have never heard of it?
because it's hard.
Oh, okay, that would explain a lot.
Okay, I don't know if you've heard how hard Dark Souls is, how it's the hardest game ever made. Um, but Bloodborne is pretty close. The bosses are so OP, it's not even funny. The regular enemies will slaughter you. Even the low level enemies will slaughter you. Um, you collect like life and HP or whatever you call it, basically by collecting the blood of your enemies. I've seen a lot of people play it. If you guys want to go on Funhouse's channel, they did a mini series on it called Drunkborn, and basically that was every time they died, they took a shot of vodka. So
Oh,
they were drunk. Um,
okay.
it's hard.
Down in
So
the description, like after this is posted, we will have all links to any channel we mention in this thing, and
yes,
we will have the full list of all the things and the prices it is in Europe, uh, Great Britain, and America. Yes, I'm gonna dedicate time to do that.
I will
so,
too.
so, just look down in the what is it called again?
The description. Look down here.
Yeah, the description. That's what. Okay. Next one is yet again leaked info. What we got here?
We have Dark Souls 3. And mentioning Bloodborne, this is so convenient because Dark Souls is, again, the hardest game. If you go on Inside Gaming's channel, another link for you, Jason, you will find an entire series that they made. And people who don't know this, Funhouse and Inside Gaming are the same people, just at different periods in time. Um, but they made a series called Drunk Souls, which is basically um, Drunk Bloodborne. I forgot even what they called it. Drunkborn. Yeah. They did that, and they ended up drunk every other day. I swear they must have had hangovers for weeks because it's a game where you die and you die and you die and you die. There's it's the hardest thing to win. Um, Again, this is only leaked info, and it was from I think last month. Um, the leaked info, all it was screenshots, but they were extremely legit. They didn't look like any location we've seen in Dark Souls 1 or 2. It had Dark Souls implemented theme in it, as well as Dark Souls characters. Um, the one thing about it is you'll see two different screenshots in the same location, but with different creatures and different enemies, which is kind of implementing that this game will be different in a way where you can choose what happens later on, if that makes sense, like with The Walking
Yeah.
Dead and stuff like that, how you can change how the story goes. They may be implementing that, but really all we have to go off of is the screenshots that were released, and there's quite a few of them. If you guys want to go check that out, I'll personally try and find a link for the screenshots, Jason, if that'll help you out.
Yeah. Um. By the way, I'm I'm gonna have you send me everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um. This next one, I've heard of the game, uh, but and like I heard at the beginning that it sucked. So I don't know. It's a DLC, so
Yeah.
not
Um.
sure.
So this DLC was released, I believe, this year. Yeah, this year, a few months ago. It's for Destiny, and it is. No, I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong one. This one's yet to come out, but the trailer's out. I'm
Uh,
sorry. I'm sorry. This is the Taken King, the third DLC for Destiny.
well, what was the one that you were going to say?
House of Wolves.
Okay, then let's
Let's rewind.
yeah,
I'll
let's
do.
go over that one then.
Okay, so House of Wolves basically, the Fallen, which is one of the main enemies, are separated into branches or houses. They're a tribal sort of alien. And the House of Wolves belong to the Queen of the Awoken, which is a neutral, I don't want to say enemy, but neutral character. And she tamed them and made them like her private army in a weird way. And basically, the House of Wolves is they betray the Queen, and she sets out a bounty for their leader, and you have to go find the leader of the House of Wolves and take him prisoner. Um, it added a bunch of stuff to the game. I have Destiny. I play it not often, but I play it. Um, the main story sucks of Destiny, but Destiny's Destiny. You know, you can look that up on your own. It's not really a 2015 game. Um,
Yeah, it came out 2014.
yeah. Um, I mean, the DLC made it things tolerable, fixed a lot of mistakes, even though the whole game in its own right was kind of a mistake. But that's that.
Okay, so this next game, I don't know. Did it come out this year? I don't remember.
Uh, the next DLC or the game directly after it on the list?
The game directly after it.
Okay, it is not yet. It is. I don't know if it's released or not yet.
It's been released, but I don't know if it's
It's
DLC.
2015.
Is it?
It's 2015.
Okay. Well, Sims 4. Now I've seen a lot of videos over this, like a lot, and this blows all other Sims out of the park, by far. This is the first Sims that you can actually make your person fat, or actually make him buff, or like you could give your character a six pack, and that was unheard of in Sims 3.
Yeah, they all look the same.
Yeah. So this game added a lot of diversity to the game of
Yeah,
Sims, and I think it changed the level that Sims is on.
definitely, definitely did.
Okay, this next game is, well, I've heard of this, and it is another game of the Assassin's Creed series. Yay! um, it's Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I honestly don't know a lot about it. I know that it came out after Rogue, I believe.
Syndicate's new, completely new. Um,
Yeah, I don't know much about it, so
in that case, I think I should take over here. Um,
yeah.
so I played every Assassin's Creed game that there is. Even I think it was on an iPad. I think they had one, but it wasn't really much to talk about. Um, Assassin's Creed Syndicate takes place in Victorian London. There's two playable characters, Jacob and I forget what his sister's name is, but they are both playable characters, and it's one of those games like Grand Theft Auto 5 where you can randomly switch the characters off at different moments. but some missions are required to play as certain characters. The predecessor of the game is Assassin's Creed Unity, which came out last year. And I played that, and I liked the story, but the gameplay I had to get used to. They completely redesigned the gameplay, and as far as I know, they're using the same graphical and gameplay engine that they used for Unity. Um, I mean, I'm gonna buy it just because I'm an Assassin's Creed nut, and I want to be have it part of my collection. Um, but so far, just by the trailer, it looks good. It's implementing gangs as well, where you can control your own gang. So
So basically, it sounds like a Victorian version of Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, and it's also implementing rideable horse carriages too. So it's Grand Theft Auto with horses.
Nice. I'm just wondering, did they take off after Rogue with the ships, or did they bring it back to
As
where it
far
was
as I
normal?
know, as far as I know, there's no ships.
Okay.
There's trains.
Well,
That's a new thing.
it's Victorian area.
Yeah,
Era.
yeah.
I can't not talk. So yeah. Next game, I don't even really care to play the game. I've
I
never cared to play any of them. So take it away.
Resident Evil remastered. I played it, and I didn't like the original Resident Evil. I didn't. You know what? You can hate on me all you want. I don't care if it's a classic. It sucked. All right, but I thought the remastered would be a little different. Implement new stuff. No, it still sucked. It still sucked. The gameplay's so sketchy. It's hard to aim, and it personally didn't catch my interest. I don't like the only Resident Evil I liked was Operation Raccoon City, and I only liked it because you could make your own squad. I liked that. But everything else with Resident Evil just didn't catch my attention. I didn't even watch the movies. Um, on I Again, I played the remastered edition. It just sucked. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to stay on that one for too long.
No.
um, like I said, I know nothing about the series. I've never cared to play it, and yeah, it's just a game that's out there that I don't care to play.
You either like it or you don't. Unfortunately, neither of us do.
Like I've watched people play it and stuff. That's most of the time I'll watch someone play it before I'll play a game,
Yeah.
and I just didn't like it. So next game, never even heard of.
Well, it was a. I don't want to say it was a PS4. I think it was a PS4 exclusive. No, it wasn't.
That's why.
Yeah, it wasn't a PS4 exclusive. I'm sorry. It was Xbox One and PS4, I believe.
Oh.
Please correct me and scold me in the comments, like I'm sure you're already doing to me for the Resident Evil hate. But Dying Light is another zombie game that came out. I think early this year, maybe January, February. Um, I don't know anything about the story. I've seen people play it, and it looks decent. Not necessarily good, but decent. Um, Friend of mine, I don't know if he. If no, you don't know him, Jason. Um,
I may.
well, we'll discuss it after because I don't want to give people random names out on the internet.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but he has it, and he says it's good, and he's a hardcore gamer. So, I mean, if he says it's good, I'm telling you that I know him enough that you can trust his opinion. But personally, it just doesn't appeal to me. But
Yeah.
what was that? You're doing some rap shooting right there, just like.
Okay. Uh, next game I actually know, and I've played other. I don't know if I've played a version of the exact subcategory of it. But I know I've played the series, but the overall series, but I've never actually played the exact game, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
There's not a lot released on it. I mean, the trailer's out, of course. They have some story arc out, but not a lot. Um, as far as I know about it, it's so far into the future away from Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 is in the future. Um, it implements new weapons in the fact that the player is the weapon. I don't believe there's any pick upable. That's a that's a weird word. Equipable weapons. Let's
There
say
you
that.
go.
Um, but yeah, basically, if you're punching something, your arm can turn into an assault rifle. That's all I really know of the game.
so
And
it's so it's like a extreme mech game
exactly, just I
with
don't know
people.
where to begin with it. Yes, and I don't want it. I don't. Um, it,
Well,
Call of Duty has ruined itself so much. I'm not going to play another Call of Duty game until they actually make it modern again.
yeah, exactly. Um, like I said, I've played some of them. I don't know exactly which ones. Like I don't think I played one back when it was rated T.
Oh, that's way back.
Yeah, I think it was like and I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I think it was uh Call of Duty Dishonor or something like that, or Honored or something with
Medal
honor
of
in it.
Honor?
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
not Call of Duty. That's its own little game.
You sure?
Yeah, that's not
I'm
Call
pretty
of Duty.
I'm pretty sure it said Call of Duty. Okay, whatever. Something like that.
You mean Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
No, it was older.
Call of Duty 2?
I think. I don't know.
Because that was rated T.
Probably. I don't know. Okay, never heard of it. Take it
So,
away.
The Order 1886. Apparently, it's a great game. It's a PlayStation exclusive, so I ain't playing it. Um, and I'm actually getting a PlayStation just to have along with my Xbox. Um, but really, I don't know anything about it other than it was beautiful. That's all I know about it, is that the graphics were friggin' gorgeous. But really, I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. It's just in there. It's just in there.
Well, right now I think we're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. Just for anyone who's watching, I think you just extremely lagged out.
Maybe.
and like and the screen went black for a second or something.
Oh,
But we're back.
well now you're
Uh,
lagging.
well, I have the camera on you, so
Oh well, that explains that. Hi,
um,
I'm the star of this show.
well, it's been going back and forth, but it's been
Yeah,
slow. But okay, I think you should repeat like the first part of what you were saying because I didn't hear it, and I don't know if they heard it.
well, if you didn't hear it, it's going through the same server, so they most likely did. Um, I know nothing about it.
Alrighty then.
That's as simple as that. I'm not a
Heard
PlayStation guy as of yet, so I know nothing about it. I'm sorry.
heard it first here. We know nothing about it. Okay, I never actually got into PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 2. Never wanted a PlayStation 3. Probably will never get a PlayStation 4. Um, you could hate on me. You could hate on both of us, but we just aren't PlayStation people.
I used to
And
be. I'll admit that.
and everyone says PlayStation's better, and I don't see it, honestly.
It's opinionated, you know. People are arguing
Yeah,
over something as long as there's something to argue over. It's just
exactly.
that simple.
Okay, next game. watched some of the shows, but Dragon. I can't say that last word, so you
Okay,
say
Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I think I've,
it.
I've played it. I've played the game. Oh, I know a lot of people don't like Dragon Ball. It's hard to follow, like I said way earlier in this podcast.
Yeah, way.
Yeah, it is
like,
difficult to follow.
like go back to like 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, way back. I played it. The gameplay is sketchy. It's hard to control, and it's not fun. I mean, you can create
Well,
your own character. That's the only good thing about it. Is I love games where you can create your own character. Um,
yeah.
but honestly, it sucked. And I'm glad I rented it instead of buying it because it was the worst 10 minutes of my life. Because after 10 minutes, I turned it off and I put it back in the case. It was that bad.
Okay. Next game. Yet again, neither one of us really care about it.
Let's just get it out of the way and do it fast.
uh, yeah, I ain't even gonna try to say anything, so go.
Resident Evil Revelations 2. It was on the list. Again, I only liked one Resident Evil. Screw this game.
Let's go on.
Let's go on.
Okay, next game. I want to see the movie, and actually, I may see if you can come when we go see it. Um, but it's Lego Jurassic World.
and
It's a Lego game.
with Jurassic World. So yeah, little Lego dudes riding on
so
motorcycles, just like.
so I don't know what to think about it, honestly. Again, Lego games, all of them are the same.
It's
You
true.
and I think we said that in the last show,
That was a
a
while
long time
ago. I
ago.
vaguely remember that.
I'm pretty sure we said that. But all Lego games are the same. You get in, you walk around like a derp, you build things like a derp, and the only Lego game I actually ever finished was the Lego Star Wars, the full trilogy, like all seven of them or six of them.
Six. I
Wait,
know you're so easy to say seven now that it's
I,
coming. You know.
I know. And that was a really good game. But I was young when I played it, and I played it on the Wii, like the
Ooh,
original Wii.
that is old. I completed all six episodes of the trilogy, of the original trilogy, um, and I loved them. They were great. And then I played Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, when it came out, and yeah, I liked the information that you could control armies and stuff like that. But overall, I thought the original ones were better. And again, those were the only Lego games I liked. But
Yeah,
I love Lego stuff. I'll admit that. I still have Legos from when I was younger, mainly because I
I
can't.
do somewhere. I
I don't have the heart to throw them out or sell them. You know, it's part of my
still have
pile.
a Lego game too.
I do too. You know, Lego Indiana
um,
Jones. Eh,
yeah, that's exactly what I. And I've probably gotten halfway through the game and stopped playing it because I didn't care anymore.
I didn't
Because once you play one Lego game,
play them
it's
all.
the same all the way through. You
Sure.
get in, like I said earlier, you get in, walk like a derp, build things like a derp, and then jump like a derp. So, yeah. Okay, any other games you want to mention?
Um, let me think. Let me do some heavy thinking here. Um,
Okay. Well, I got some games. I don't know if they came out this year. I think they're still in beta,
well, at this point, it doesn't
possibly.
matter.
Yeah, at this point it doesn't really matter. But I've seen one of my favorite YouTubers play it. He's from Ireland. You know who I'm talking about. I
Top of the
just don't
morning
want
to
to.
you, laddies.
I just don't want to put another link in the description, so I'll leave it for y'all to figure out. But
I know a way we can get away with it.
what?
Jackseptic beep.
Okay, that works. Um, but he is hilarious. It's it's a really good. Did I ever even mention the game?
No.
I didn't even say what the name of the game. Okay, the name of the game is Subnautica, and it looks like
Subnautica?
it's one of yeah Subnautica. I'll have to spell it down in the description because I have no clue how to spell it. But it's kind of like Stranded Deep in a way, except it's different. You're on an alien planet, which is really good. Um, and it looks like a game that can scare the shit out of you.
Literally, just like.
Have you watched any of it?
I'm just taking your word for it because I'm still laughing so much at the fact that you didn't even mention the game.
You should go watch it. I think he has 13 shows up on it, and you should go watch it.
I haven't
It's
been on his account in a long time.
well, it's really good. It's a game I want to play. Um, okay, you go and let me think of another game.
So, um, I'm gonna mention a game I've played in the past, but it's not really new. It's pretty old actually. Um, Fallout Tactics. Keeping in mind that we mentioned Fallout like so many times. Um, but it was basically Fallout that you could. It was armies and stuff like that, and you could and something in it that hasn't been in any Fallout except for that game. So I don't know what Fallout 4 will have, but it has tanks and it has full-on armies battles. It's available on Steam if you want to go buy it. I'm pretty sure it's really cheap. But yeah, it's really fun. It's a good fun tactical strategy game.
Okay. um, let me see.
Disappeared. Are you a ghost?
Yeah, I'm good. um, okay. So basically, there ain't no wire. um, so basically, I can't think of much of any other games. So do you have any other ones you want to mention?
All I have to mention is go watch E3 podcasts and stuff like that because they know a lot more than us because we're stupid.
Hopefully, throughout time, like once this channel gets bigger and once we start to realize what we're doing,
That's never gonna happen.
well, it will eventually.
Oh my god.
Um, hopefully, we'll start to get to know more about the games, and we'll go out and we'll have gameplay cut into the middle of the video and stuff like that of us
Yeah.
playing. Now, this is just theoretical. It could happen in the future, but we don't know.
It'll take time.
Yes, it will. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and finish the show. Are you sure there ain't nothing else you want to say?
I've said everything I need to say, especially to you, IGN. You. I can't. You know, we're keeping it PG-13. So.
Yeah. So basically, whoa. Okay, something just happened. Okay, so I think he froze up, and I think we have some extreme technical difficulties right now. So I'm just gonna finish the show. If you liked what you saw, um, press that like button, subscribe, and wait for more. We will hopefully start to upload a lot more. Sorry about that big like like year gap or something. um, but we will continue. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and say his outro as well. But if you like what you saw, oh, I already said that. But this is JSNT Studios, and we're gonna be signing off now. Peace. Meh.